Well, hello, fellow sleuths. Yeah, I know. I said I was gonna be doing these videos on Wednesday, but well, since certain things have been going on, my mom has been working from home, and well, now I actually get a chance to do things because, well, she's, you know, out doing stuff right now. So, anyway, our look at Veronica Mars season 1 continues on with the penultimate episode, A Trip to the Dentist. So, let's take a look at it. The episode opens in Havana, Cuba. Keith surprises now bearded Duncan, who denies killing Lily. At school, Veronica avoids Logan, but that night, Logan shows up at Veronica's door. Logan apologizes for owning GHB before Veronica informs him about her rape. Logan denies being a rapist, but Veronica says she'll punish whoever it is, even if it's Logan. Veronica talks to Meg about the party, and she mentions seeing Veronica being harassed by some boys before she left. Keith returns Duncan to the Canes before threatening Clarence Weedman. Veronica approaches Luke about a trip to Tijuana to pick up some GHB. He admits getting the drugs, but he says that he gave them to Dick Casablancas. Luke states that Madison Sinclair was seen writing slut on Veronica's car after the party. Veronica confronts Madison, who says that she defaced Veronica's car because she made out with Dick, her boyfriend. However, Veronica doesn't remember this incident due to the effects of the drugs. Veronica attempts to barge in a fight between Keith and Alicia over Wallace's involvement in the Weedman case, but her intervention does nothing to defuse the situation. Veronica talks to Casey, who confirms the makeout sessions with Dick and Cassidy, and Veronica was also forced to make out with Shelley for the boys' amusement. Ugh. Veronica talks to Sean Frederick and tells him about the Grown Girl event and that Dick and Beaver took her over to a bed and argued who should have sex with her. Veronica talks to Dick, who presents a different account of events, saying that he didn't drug her, that he found her, and that he found Beaver with Veronica already. Veronica approaches Beaver, who gives a set of events more similar to that of Sean. However, after Dick and Sean leave, he purports to have run away and vomited before he could bring himself to rape her. Keith says that he has to leave for an engagement in Vegas. Logan talks to Aaron, but Aaron does not even know Logan's birth date. Veronica talks to Carrie Bishop, who says that she saw Veronica having sex with Duncan. Veronica confronts Duncan, who denies the rape accusations and remembers comforting Veronica in her drug state. Duncan says that the sex was consensual even though he knew that they were siblings, confirming Veronica's fears. Veronica talks to Wallace about the events, but says that she is content with the answers she has. Keith calls a prostitute in Vegas for an unknown reason, while Veronica apologizes to Logan and tells her about the situation with Duncan. Back in Vegas, Keith talks to the prostitute, Cheyenne, about Abel Koontz, as Cheyenne and Koontz were together at the time of Lily's murder. Veronica and Logan go to his darkened house before they realize that Aaron throws a surprise party for him, meaning that virtually the entire high school knows that they are dating. Ooh. Duncan abruptly exits the now awkward party. Madison gives Veronica a cocktail, which she calls a trip to the dentist. Noticing that something is strange, Veronica talks to Madison, who says that she spit in her own drug drink before unknowingly giving it to Veronica. Duncan slowly starts smashing his car before May comes out and talks to Duncan, criticizing him. Logan and Veronica are making out before Logan reveals an important piece of information, that he drugged Duncan, not knowing what was going to happen between them. Logan temporarily leaves Veronica before she notices a camera in the ceiling. She investigates further and finds a whole network of cameras, hinting that Logan was using them for some nefarious purpose. Ooh. She calls Weevil to pick her up before she enters the house, finding her mother with Keith. Bum bum bum. So now let's take a look at some arc significance in this episode. Keith finds Duncan in Cuba. After lengthy investigation, Veronica concludes that she and Duncan had consensual sex before they were drugged. The Canes believe that Veronica is Duncan's sister, and Keith learns that Abel Koontz couldn't have killed Lily. Veronica goes public with her relationship with Logan before finding a series of cameras in his bedroom. And now, onto the production. The episode was originally called Up on the Roofie, referencing the episode's theme of roofies, before being changed to the final title of A Trip to the Dentist. A Trip to the Dentist has the return of several guest stars from a previous single episode, like Luke from You Think You Know Somebody, Cole from Like a Virgin, Casey Gant from Drinking the Kool-Aid, Sean Frederick from An Eccles Family Christmas, and Carrie Bishop from Mars vs. Mars. Within the context of the episode, these characters reappeared so that Veronica could ask them what they knew about the party where she was raped. The episode reintroduces and resolves Veronica's rape, introduced earlier in the season. However, it had been entirely ignored until this point of the series. The episode was the third and final episode of the series, directed by Marco Siga, after Drinking the Kool-Aid and Mars vs. Mars. In addition, the episode marks regular writer Diane Ruggiero's 6th writing credit for the show. After the episode aired, Rob Thomas called the episode, quote, our high-water mark. Commenting on Ruggiero writing the episode, he stated, quote, she was really my right hand writing the series, and it felt good to have someone who knew the voices as well as I did. We were both in a comfort zone, both writing this show and writing with each other. In one scene of A Trip to the Dentist, Weevil accuses Logan of having hit Lily during their relationship. The series writers were planning to develop that plot strand into a storyline, with it eventually being revealed that Duncan had hit Lily in an epileptic fit. However, the storyline was abandoned in order to make time for other story arcs. Thomas commented, quote, at the end of the day, I don't want people thinking that Logan hit Lily. I did, however, want Weevil to believe it. Although Veronica concludes in this episode that she had consensual sex with Duncan while they were both under the influence of roofies, more information about the night is later revealed in this show's second season finale, Not Pictured, in which, spoiler warning, it is revealed that Cassidy Beaver Casablancas raped her. When asked whether the writers knew that Beaver would eventually be revealed as the rapist when writing A Trip to the Dentist, Thomas responded, quote, I wish I could claim that we were that clever. The writers realized there was a moment in the episode's script where Beaver could have raped Veronica roughly a month after its airing. And now finally onto the themes of this episode. This episode, in particular in its treatment of rape, has been discussed in books of essays on Veronica Mars and elsewhere. Veronica E. Thomas, writing for In Media Res, opined that Veronica frequently distances herself from her rape, noting a scene of the pilot in which she states, quote, I'm no longer that girl. She regarded a trip to the dentist as a way for Veronica to heal from her rape, writing, quote, her healing is tied to finding out who raped her, a simple solution to a complex issue. The choice can mirror out present-day stigma and lack of support for survivors of sexual assault, or it could simply allow the producers to erase her identity as a sexual assault survivor, leading the audience to believe that the strength of the character is not tied to her rape. Sarah Whitney, in Investigating Veronica Mars, Essays on the Teen Detective series, found the episode's portrayal of rape troubling. She wrote, quote, on the reasons of this ending has always been problematic for me as a viewer is that it is a too familiar script. Women are frequently told or tell themselves that they have misinterpreted sexual situations by missing cues, leading men on, or by being unclear about their lack of consent. Furthermore, the episode leaves us bereft of a villain that can be nailed to the wall for forcible rape. The writer went on to state that instead of placing the blame on a single person, A Trip to the Dentist blames several people for Veronica's rape. When he also wrote that despite that the, quote, official solution of the rape narrative denies the traditional whodunit ending, it makes a statement that she was raped by an unfeeling class of people. James and Monica Roca argued that, quote, while Veronica showed poor judgment in the episode, the blame for her rape should not be put on her. Instead, Dick, Logan, Sean, Dick, and Cassidy Beaver should take the blame. Responsibility and blame aren't zero-sum reckonings, such that adding to one person's blame automatically subtracts from someone else's. Regarding Logan, they stated that, quote, she wouldn't have been raped if not for Logan's buying the GHB. On Dick, they wrote that, quote, Dick didn't intend to drug Veronica, but he intended to drug someone else. The pair argued that Veronica made some choices that were casually related to her rape, but they concluded that she did not deserve the blame. Quote, if someone like Veronica makes a bad prudential choice that causes her harm, then maybe she should blame herself, but we can't blame her for any moral wrong done to her as a result. She may have acted foolishly, but that was within her rights. Interesting. So overall, this episode is kind of unique, and some plot threads may seem concluded, but yeah, that's definitely not the case here. So overall, I give A Trip to the Dentist 5 marshmallows out of 5. Well, tune in a bit as we take a look at the final episode of Season 1, Leave It to Beaver. So, until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.